Hey guys, today I just want to do a quick tutorial for you on how to work your Vikkel braid or lateral braid, or whichever term you prefer, in two colors instead of one color. It's really very simple. You're going to work the braid the same way. The technique is the same. You're just going to alternate your yarns as you're working. So the first step to make the braid is to increase one stitch, and the way I'm going to do that is to use the cable cast on. So I'm going to insert my needle between the first two stitches, wrap the yarn around and pull it through, and then place that on the left needle. So I've created one stitch. Okay. So the next step is to knit into the back of the second stitch, and we're going to do that with the main color yarn, in this case green. And then, my yarn's a little fuzzy, so I gotta work it out here. Knit into the front stitch, and here I'm gonna attach my contrast color and knit into the front of the stitch with that yarn. Okay, then we drop both stitches from the needle, and we slip one stitch back to the left needle. Right? Let's get my working yarn here. Okay. So now we're going to knit into the back of the second stitch with the pink yarn. Come on. And into the front of the first stitch with the green yarn. Drop them from the needle, slip one stitch back to the left needle. Okay. I'm going to knit into the back of this second stitch with the green yarn and the front of the first stitch with the pink yarn. Drop them from the needle, slip one stitch back. Now back of the second stitch with the pink yarn, front of the first stitch with the green yarn. I'm just going to do that all the way across, just like the regular braid technique, but alternating colors. Back of the second stitch with green, front of the first stitch with pink. So you just do that all the way across. You can see that it is starting to alternate colors here. So I'm just going to fast forward for you through the end of the row. Okay guys, that is basically it. I worked all the way to the end, and you can see the colors alternating all along. Of course, you don't have to do 1 and 1. You could do, 2 pinks, 1 green, or 3 and 2, or whatever combination you want. You just are going to alternate the colors. But otherwise, work the braid the exact same way that you would work a regular one color lateral braid. The next row is just a purl row in whichever color you prefer, and that's it.